What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we are going to be talking about give her the gift of your absence and have her wonder what you're doing. The title will probably just be give her the gift of your absence or whatever, but this has been the staple of my relationship that has kept everything very fresh. This is not supposed to be a mental game or anything like that. It happens by default. It happens by accident on purpose, right? When you give a woman space and time to herself, right? You let her wonder about her life. You let her wonder about whatever the fuck she's got going on. But she's also going to be wondering about you, especially if she's got a really, really high interest level. When you're not verbal diarrhea-ing all over her, telling her every little detail about your life, explaining to her what you're doing, letting her just think about you. When you don't let her do that, it kills attraction. She needs to wonder. Corey Wayne had a fantastic video called, I believe, Let Her Wonder About You. So go check it out. I don't know where it is. Just type that into Google or YouTube. But I applied that to my life. And the idea was, look, it was supposed to actually be for me. What I wanted to use this time for was to figure out my own life. And I did that. Now, when I do it, I applied this same logic to my life. And what I did was I used this to find my purpose and find my passion, right? My real passion really is to build businesses and make YouTube videos and live free, right? Those are my biggest things, and helping other people achieve that will be something that I will do. I don't know how, I don't know when I'll do it yet, because my new channel is coming out very soon. I'm just kind of gathering my thoughts on it and getting it together and writing some shit down. They need to wonder. And what they do is when they think about you, they're going to be thinking of every scenario. And again, a woman's imagination is your best friend, okay? You're going to be using this as your tool. They're going to be thinking of everything, and it's going to raise their attraction level because they don't know. You're a mystery. They would prefer a mystery over knowing exactly what you're doing at all times anyways. So that's what you need, guys. You guys need to pay attention to. So use this time away from her. You don't have to explain what you're doing. If you have an office like I do, right? I let her know because, for one, I'm in a long-term relationship, and this advice is going to be given to usually guys who are dating or just starting to see girls. But I let her know, hey, I'm at the office between this time and this time. That's where I am. And a lot of people think they have to explain that or explain what they're doing at all times to their woman. They don't. You don't need to. It makes her miss you. It makes her wonder about the relationship. It raises her attraction level. It makes her wonder about you. It does all that awesome shit. And it's really easier than it is to explain all this other stuff to her. You don't need to do that. So let me go back to what I did. So when you find your purpose, you're doing this by accident because you're working on your purpose every single day. Every day I'm not even trying to at this point. I'll be in the car, I'll be driving, and I'll be listening to like an audiobook or something, and boom, an idea pop up to my head for a video, and I jot it down, or I text and drive, little notes in my phone. So these are the little things that I do now, and now I come up with video. I have like hundreds, actually I probably have several hundreds of video ideas in my notebook here. This is what happens when you engulf yourself in your purpose and what you're supposed to be doing and whatever you really like talking about. And I love talking about this topic because I love the study of women. I love talking. I got fascinated with it after a breakup, and that's usually when other guys have done it because they go through a breakup and they're like, oh shit, like here we are, might as well get to know them as best as I can so I don't keep fucking this up. If guys just applied that same logic to every part of their lives, they would be much more successful. You would have a much better life if you took that same mentality and you applied it to things. But people need to feel pain, and that's the problem. And here's the great thing about the human brain. You can almost like force thoughts to be a certain way. So you can actually make things happen even if you don't really want to do it. You just have to force yourself to do it. Sounds so simple. But there's times where I don't want to read any more books on this stuff because I think I know everything. There's so many books and so many self-improvement books out there, and so many blog articles and so many resources out there that I'm like, okay, like I think I know everything at this point, and I don't, because when I keep reading and I keep looking, there's little nuggets of information that I find. They're getting more few and far between because a lot of this stuff kind of, it just makes sense at this point. When you engulf yourself in the study of something, so in this particular case, it's a study of women, this is you're going to surround yourself with every resource. Corey Wayne and a lot of other books were my resources, and then I expanded from there, right? And then I actually got the balls to start talking about it and applying it and talking to girls everywhere. I had a girlfriend. I'm not doing anything behind my girlfriend's back, but I still talk to girls. Like I don't like entertain them on my phone, nothing like that. But like when I'm out in public by myself or with like, you know, if I'm with a friend or something like that, I don't really do it with friends very often because I like to be present with my friends because they got girlfriends and they got shit that they got doing. And it's not like I want to walk up to every girl, but if I'm alone, I'll smile and wave, hi, say hi, how are you? To get to know some random strangers. It's funny. It's kind of cool who you can meet and talk to. And you can tell girls get very surprised by that because they're like, hey, this random guy came up to me and started talking to me. He was actually like, you know, charming, you know? Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. I hope I helped you guys nail this. But give her the gift of your absence. Make her wonder about you. Make her, you know, make sure she doesn't know what you're doing at all times. You don't need to be doing anything shady. Just don't be fucking spilling your beans on what you're doing all the time. And you'll actually have a much better relationship. Use that time positively. Don't sit on around and jerking off all day long. Make something happen. Read a book, watch some videos, get to know maybe what your next goal is. Write it down, put it somewhere, right? Then when you use all that time, when you really focus on trying to find your passion and your purpose, you'll find it. But you just have to try a bunch of shit and, you have to try a bunch of shit and then see what happens. Tactical Soap Company is the sponsor for this video. Bond is the best, in my opinion. It smells